To like this video if you're in need of money. So today I came across this video one of you guys sent me over on Twitter, and I gotta say this is by far one of the craziest videos I have seen in a while. Apparently there's a way to get unlimited money from an ATM. Watch the video, it was on the news, everything like that. It literally shows what to do and how these people are doing it. It's freaking crazy. I want this video to be shared. If you guys could share this with a friend, maybe that'd be awesome, because this is by far one of the craziest things I have seen in a while, and I didn't even know that this was possible. So let me just give you a little rough summary. There's a certain code you have to type in, the ATM, legit, it's just a certain code you type with the numbers, and it just starts withdrawing $10,000 at once. Literally a $10,000 little stack like this, and then another one, and then another one. It's insane. One of you guys sent me this over on Twitter. I thought it was freaking awesome, so I thought I would just show this in a video. Now, let me just point this out. This is just for educational purposes only, because the people that are doing this are actually getting caught. So don't do this, guys, alright? I'm being serious, this is not good. But this is actually one of the craziest videos I have seen in a while. Like, guaranteed, down pat, guaranteed one of the craziest videos I've freaking seen in a while, dude. Alright, so that being said, make sure you guys subscribe if you're new, like the video, make sure you guys share it, and check this shit out.
Independent automatic teller machines in the Chicago area. Investigators say they are using a special code that allows them to turn the machines into a source for free cash.
ABC7's Robbie Baseball is here with a story. Robbie?
Well, Ron, Cheryl, you know, ATM Systems out of Maryland is affected by all this. And they say that someone likely with insider knowledge passed codes to others that eventually led to people on Chicago streets being able to use those codes to tap independent ATMs for windfall amounts of cash. Now, individual accounts were not targeted in this spree. It ran from late December to late January. Just the machine's ability to dole out the right kind of bills. Crime Stoppers says these three men are responsible for taking $140,000 from several ATMs in the downtown River North neighborhood. ATMs like this one, operated by ATM Systems out of Maryland, were victimized by crooks using master codes to access a machine's software and make it think it was dispensing $1 bills instead of $20 bills. For a $100 withdrawal and a generic gift card, say, that would mean 120s spilling out rather than 5. Crime Stoppers is offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to the arrest of any of these men.
We know that a couple of the pictures, people should be able to recognize who they are. Take a look at your neighbors, take a look at your co-workers. If you think you know who did this crime, call the 800 number.
Police and the ATM company stress no personal accounts were compromised. ATM Systems says affected machines were reset by the crooks so subsequent customers would experience the machine operating normally. Security consultant Joel Dubin works on ATM code issues with banks and says what happened with the independent machines is typical of how cybercrime is segmented.
You have like these organized criminal rings that are the professionals, the brains behind the whole thing. They're writing the code and doing all the hard work, and then they can give it to sort of a street-level grunt that all they need to do is, here's the code, just go to the machine and do what you need to do.
ATM Systems acknowledges it has a problem with someone leaking critical codes. How much are you worried that your machines and your business is essentially the target of organized crime?
Very. I mean, it's a serious issue that's out there. It doesn't happen often, but obviously, you know, this is a huge loss.
What would be great to do is be able to find the person who did this, get them arrested, and find out, as I say, who's the teacher.
What do you say to those who say it's not safe to use independent banking machines?
I'd say that that's 100% not true.
Well, ATM Systems did call back several times as we were preparing the story to reiterate that last point, and also to say that they buy their machines from the same manufacturers that banks use. Now, the Illinois Bankers Association says that ATM fraud is everybody's concern, and they have been aware of the scam since 2006. And Ron and Cheryl, they say there's ATM software that these companies can use to really combat this kind of thing, and it really is a huge problem that they've known for a long time. And the bottom line here, though, is independent ATMs still are safe.
All right.
Thanks, Robbie.
In a theatrical demonstration earlier this year, Barnaby Jack, director of research at IOActive Labs, showed how he could take control of an ATM and, among other things, make it spit out money. Here, Jack explains why and how he performed the stunt.
When you think of ATM security, you typically think about like physical security, right? Is the ATM bolted down properly? Are the cameras in place? You don't typically think about the actual underlying software on the ATM. So I figured it was about right time that someone actually pulled these things apart, looked at the software and see if there's any vulnerabilities there. And once I actually tore the lid off and found out how many vulnerabilities actually exist there, it was quite shocking in a way.
Jack used his discoveries to design 2 different attacks against standalone ATMs. Here he demonstrates them.
The first attack is a walk-up style attack. Now, all of these standalone ATMs, they ship with a master key. So this master key will open the top compartment, which allows access to the motherboard. It won't open the safe or anything like that. But this one key will open all the ATMs from that same manufacturer. Now that you have access to the motherboard, you can now update the software locally. So long as that software adheres to the correct format, the ATM will happily override its software with this new code. Now, of course, this new code will allow you to dump from the entire dispenser and do other nefarious deeds. And the other attack